Disclaimer before you listen. If you are offended by anything at all, don't listen to this show. Why? Because we just don't give a fuck. If you're still here, enjoy the show.
Oh, here we go.
What the hell? Every time.
What the fuck
This is
going
an
on?
interesting countdown. It's Wednesday.
Right.
When does this thing go
I
on a
don't-
Wednesday?
Are we sure it's Wednesday?
Yeah,
we
I think
sure?
this is the hurricane countdown right here.
You blew it.
And what's going on, everyone? You are tuned into the Hurricane Irma
We have an echo behind us.
studio. Do we?
Hey, oh yeah, I'm here. I just couldn't hear.
Is that a real echo, or are you fucking with me?
No, it's
No,
on
no.
that.
Oh, can you shut the surround sound off? No, we're gonna do a little hurricane special here because we can. Why not?
Volume knob on the black box.
No, just push the power button.
That too.
And I just screwed shit up because I gotta touch stuff. Let me flip Brian's camera around because it's driving me crazy.
Oh.
Oh,
That's good. I don't hear it now.
that's better.
And this,
All
this
right.
hurricane is not brought to you by Bud Light, but we would like it to be.
We would. That's giving Bud Lights left, you know. when this is all done.
You alright?
Oh, that was the chair.
Oh.
The chair of doom.
Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Ross. What's going on? And yes, Ross, if you guys needed to come up this way, you know you can. Absolutely. I just saw
What's
your
up,
message.
guys?
So,
Hey, Shauna.
what
Hey.
happened to Elvis?
Oh, yeah.
He went
Oh.
he went California on us.
Well, no, this is Florida, baby.
No, you look
Oh,
like
jiggle them
California.
boobies.
So, here we are. Guess what, people? I've gotten messages all day. Clearly, none of you actually listen to the news at all. The hurricane is not till next fucking week. Monday, Sunday night, the earliest. It's Wednesday. So, yes, we're alive. Man,
And here to talk shit.
I know. We're here to talk shit today.
Fuck you, Irma.
So, kind of want a motorboat, Elvis.
Please do. And we may need motorboats after this hurricane.
So we are gonna do a slightly different show today. We actually have the weather radars.
Making it rain.
Oh, he's making it rain.
If
We have the
Irma
weather-
rains like that,
We have the weather radars up. We're gonna go through some interesting tweets, some funny hurricane memes, and just general tips. And then Steven, why don't you hold up the second part of the show?
Oh,
That would be what's in front of you.
yeah.
Oh, the note. Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's not officially out yet, but there it is, the Samsung Galaxy.
This is the new Orchid Gray.
When did KBT go gangster?
See what you don't know?
West Side.
Now you went Cholo.
Yes. So-
Negative. I am not. Anyway, continue.
The chat is gonna be missing for a few minutes.
We
I
got all
just
kinds of
want to pull this up.
stormy ormy stuff.
Look at all this.
We're gonna do this on the fly, so.
Look at all this shit. This is. I don't like those 4s and 5s. I like that 3 better, but that's way too far up Florida. KBT,
Basically, I'm just gonna give it the Reader's Digest version.
go for it.
Well, first of all, they can't predict what's going to happen in the future until it hits a more significant body of land. A. B. There's a high pressure system which you cannot see there, coming down. I can't even show them that. Anyway, the track the track has shifted a bit. The predictions are pretty much as you can see right there. The spaghetti tracks, as they call them. It's going to get pretty close to us. It's definitely going to hit Miami. There's no way around that.
Oh, Miami's just straight fucked.
The biggest problem with this, I mean, the farther and farther the eye wall gets away from the coast, the better, because last I knew, the eye was like 30 miles wide, and they were having sustained 180 mile an hour winds 75 miles from the eye wall. And that's some shit. That's
Big
some
shit.
That's some big shit. So the storm could be 35 miles off the coast, and we're still getting all the nasty shit.
Not fun.
It's going to be a lot of wind. They also said, I wish I had the YouTube link for this one statement from one of the hurricane departments, but everybody's worried that this is going to turn into a Texas type storm or a Katrina type storm. Yes, it's the size of one of those type of hurricanes, but the way Florida's laid out, we don't have levees. We don't have man-made canals to drain us out. What is that?
That was perfect.
That was actually
Where did that come from?
that was a commercial on something I'm looking
That
up.
sounded like Cortez, man.
The world is not flat.
I was like, what? No, but anyway, I don't know. I'm no meteorologist or anything. I've just been watching a lot of the radar. There's a high pressure system that could, stall it and push it. There's also a front. There's also a front coming in from the north that could push it farther away from the coast. But
That
either
would
way,
be the most ideal thing.
yes. But either way, everybody's asking us. It's like, why aren't you leaving? It's like, well, first of all, we don't even know that you're safe.
It is coming
It's-
up north.
It's not going to be as bad like once it gets into colder waters, and that's another reason. Like right now, the seas are very warm. Like all the water that it's in right now is ideal conditions for it to continue strengthen or hold its strength, and that's what it's done. It slammed over 2 small islands already and didn't even lose a beat.
Now, Angry Elvis, you're native Floridian, correct?
Yep.
How many Category 4 hurricanes have you lived through in Florida?
Those are tough, man. Category 3 blows roofs off of houses.
I can't remember what all the ones in 04 were.
But no, 3 is three's no.
Three's
no
pretty
joke.
fucking solid.
Yeah, you're still. I think they're saying in 3s you're still talking 130 mile an hour winds.
I'm pretty sure those were 3s in 04. And I watched it tear this massive fucking oak tree right outside my house.
And
Like just, boom, like it was a fucking styrofoam cup.
and if anybody's seen the videos on Facebook or wherever they are now of it hitting the island first, it was like high winds coming through, people are driving their cars still, and all of a sudden you see some shrubs blowing across, and you see this 200 mile an hour gust come through, and you see bush, tree, forest. It's just like missiles of trees coming through. And yeah, that's a real thing. It's like stick your head out the window at 85 miles an hour on the highway, and then like triple that.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you. So, okay, now this is where
I'm gonna have to duck out early at some point, though,
that's fine. Whenever you're ready.
and then I'll come back.
Oh, he's gonna come back.
Or I'll be on the. I can go mobile.
You
I can
could.
call in unless you're not set up for it.
I'm not set up for the mobile side. We need a computer connection because even right now, the hurricane's not here. It is actually affecting networks and cell towers
absolutely.
already. And I have not had much success with video chat today. At all. But here we go, because now people are going apeshit fucking crazy. They are going crazy. Let's all go
Nuts.
buy this fucking water.
And
We're gonna
gasoline.
We're going to buy water.
It's a fucking hurricane, people. It deposits thousands of gallons of water per yard if it stays long enough. Put a bucket outside.
Yard, the metric. Not
Yeah,
biggest,
not the
not
whole
your
yard.
fucking yard.
No, actually, it would still be thousands
What?
of gallons per yard if it
Well,
stays
by
long enough.
technicality,
Yeah.
yes.
The problem that why a lot of people are saying, like for the Katrina and for the Texas storm, all the water that came down, like I said, it was levee systems and it was overflowing. Everything combined, the sewers backed up into everything. The car parts, there's everything floating in that water. You can't utilize it. There's gators, there's fire ants. I don't know if you saw that. That's insane. Like an entire river of fire ants.
Yeah, a guy actually had a shark inside of his freaking house.
Yeah. Hopefully shit don't get that bad here, which I don't think it's. I'm not going to say it's not possible to get that much flooding. But
I hope we get a shark in the house.
The biggest reason Texas happened the way it did was they said it everywhere, and everybody's probably already heard this, but there's no wetlands left in Texas because they built over them. There's no spongy earth material to absorb all that rain.
Well, the hurricane fixed that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now everything's spongy.
Yes. I
just couldn't imagine, being in the situation we are now. Could you imagine if we end up being those fucking people on the roof getting picked up by well, they're going to need a big-ass helicopter to pick me up, but...
I was gonna say something. It was kind of.
They're
going
gonna need to bring the shit hook out.
I was gonna say we've all seen Free Willy. We know it's possible.
It'll be It'll be Operation Dumbo Pickup.
The big thing with the water is everyone's asking me, like, oh, did you get water? Like, no. I have a fucking swimming pool in my backyard. If we really do not have pumps and do not have water, I'm going to go scoop the motherfucker out of my pool,
Filter
and
the
I'm
shit.
going to filter it and boil it. Oh, but the electricity won't work. Given my roof stays on, I have solar. A. B, if the roof does leave and we have to go in the guest house, that stove is propane stove. Gas. I don't need electricity to run it. All it needs a lighter.
And we have a grill.
And a
grill.
generator.
And a generator.
Oh.
I mean, you guys, literally, Natalie almost got run over by a crowd of people in fucking Walmart yesterday. We weren't there for, like, supplies. We were there because, oh, shit.
4 times.
We just need some groceries to fill in the holes because we're getting low on stuff.
It's
I
nuts.
flipped the fuck out. And then people are buying just bullshit. It's like, okay, the stuff you're buying, if your house gets taken away, guess what? Say bye to all that shit. Say bye. Is anything you just bought portable?
My
Right.
hurricane sucks.
my first experience with a hurricane storm rush was last year, and I was in the process. I was still working for Samsung at the time, where we just so happened to be in the middle of a blitz project, which means pretty much what it sounds like. We have to rush and hit every fucking store as fast as we can and drop all these things off. Well, there was a fuel shortage because all these fucking people are freaking out trying to feed their generators and stuff like that. So what happens is guys with equipment like trailers for multiple skid steers or whatever you have, they'll line their trailers with 6-gallon gas cans and they'll pick up a few 100 gallons themselves, and you got people bringing their boats and their go-karts and everything they can siphon things out of a week, 2 weeks before everything. And now that's great, and I get you should be able to survive too, but don't you think periodically throughout the year you should be doing that around hurricane season first?
Well,
Yeah.
a lot of people aren't smart enough to do anything like that. And even if they did,
My friend has a shelf in his garage where he rotates all of his fuel. He's got all of his diesel and he's got all of his gasoline. And periodically, when he needs a little bit of gas, he'll pull from one can. Yeah, it can be a pain in the ass for some people, but it's gonna save your ass later.
right, but a lot of times people will get big containers, and then when they go to use it, it's fucking jelly because they haven't used it in so
Right,
long.
right.
Fuel stabilizer people.
Fuel use a lot
stabilizer.
of stable and also rotate it.
Yeah.
You're running low on cash, you're running low on gas. Funnel and fill the bitch up.
Yep.
Then when you get paid, you'll fill the cans up.
Yeah.
And even when we lived in New England, my grandmother she lived through World War II and stuff. She knows what it's like to live through a serious disaster. But we had a 55-gallon drum that we used to keep fresh water in sealed because we had well water. So if we lost power, we didn't have a generator strong enough to get our pump working because our pump was 200 feet in the ground.
Yep, they also have water purification tablets that when you
We did
seal
that.
your water, you put
Yeah.
the tablet in there and it keeps it fresh.
We sealed it with treatment, but also it was one of the water 55-gallon drums. It's meant
Oh.
to store water.
Right.
And it comes with the stabilizing tablets and stuff like that. But also we had a filter system. And my grandmother always packed away dry goods like rice and stuff like that. She had a vacuum sealer. I mean, this wasn't something. She stepped up her prep just in case because of Y2K. Because she lived, like I said, in Germany during World War II. She's seen what it's like to go without for a very, very long time.
Yeah, I saw something in the comments. One of Ross's comments. Let's say fishing gear right there. Another thing I find funny. I'm watching people fight over bags of chips and fucking and SpaghettiOs and shit. You go over to the sporting goods sections. There's fishing poles all on the wall. There's
Rifles.
hunting gear. All the stuff that you would need to go out and get your own fucking food, if that were to happen, is not there. You also go in there. All the food's gone except the nuts,
Except a trail mix.
trail
The
mix,
healthiest
and
thing on the
nuts,
freaking planet.
and stuff that. Come on, that's not gonna go anywhere.
One bag of trail mix per person per day.
Did you guys see the picture from Texas, the store where everything was fucking cleared out except for the vegan food?
Yes.
And the cowboy coolers. The Cowboys coolers.
Yeah.
They bought all the other coolers except for the Cowboys coolers.
It's just.
That's funny.
It's people. I hate when people panic.
And here's
You got time. There's plenty of time, but you guys are fighting and wasting your time over useless, stupid shit.
But what's not
It's-
helping, it's not 100% everyone's fault either. What's not helping is
And Ross, I got mine. I did pick up some new fucking.
that's what
ammo.
I was going to say. Oh, what do you need? Substances to abuse, bullets to protect,
Beer
and
to
some
drink.
water. Beer to drink or water, but I prefer beer.
The beer, we did get beer before.
It is
this.
kind of like water.
It is.
If it came down to it, it will give you some more time. But it's just, I hate people going crazy. Yes, in the Miami area and in southern Florida, people are just beyond ape shit down there. I've been watching it all day today and
Because
yesterday.
they flood during rain.
Yeah, and they're fucked. They're
talking
fucked.
about tidal surge. They're talking about it like a tidal surge, like 25 feet. I watched a 25-foot wave off in the like from this live video. It was nuts. When you look at a 25-foot wall of water coming at your city, that has got to be terrifying. And it's already too late.
Grab
I
your
just
boards
sent
and
you that
boogie
shit.
on, dude.
I'm
just
gonna
sent
add
you
this to our.
I already sent that to you. I thought.
That one?
No, you didn't send this one to me yet. I'm gonna put this in that segment though. Continue talking. I'm just adding something.
No, it's
now.
cool. I'm just saying the biggest
But-
thing that's going to hurt us is wind, and there's going to be some flooding.
It's sustained wind. That's the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
And if it
It's
stays in the
constant stress on the building structures.
yeah, and at a category, even at a category 2, it starts to pull shingles and stuff. Once the shingles start going and start loosening the corners of your roof, then you're pretty much fucked.
Yeah.
See, I'm happy that I have the, like Brian and I were looking at it after you said if the panels stay on the roof. We were looking at the main house solar panels and they're down on the roof.
Yeah.
That should, in theory, give me an extra layer of protection
doesn't-
from the shingles and shit.
Well, that's not what I'm talking about.
Ripping
It
off
could
my
also
roof.
act like a hood scoop.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
Rip
could if
right
it was
off.
strong enough, but if it's
Yeah, category 3 will pull your roof off.
Yeah,
if
it's-
there's a way to.
yeah.
Well, hope the wind is going the other way. That's the best way.
Yeah.
Hope it's coming across the roof, not at it. But,
It's like these. This is insane.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a storm in the Gulf already over near Mexico. There's one
yeah.
coming behind it, and there's one.
Jose.
Don't worry about Jose. Trump won't let it in.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad I left
Look
the
at
West
that!
Coast.
Look at that fucking thing go. And that's just the eye,
Yeah.
people. That is just the eye.
The eye is so large that the
And look,
like,
here comes Jose creeping up his asshole right
yeah,
there.
and then there's already one in Mexico down in the corner too.
yeah.
You can see it right there, very corner, right in the Gulf. But from Texas, from the hurricane that hit Texas, I live on the West Coast, so in Sarasota, we had like a big tide surge too. You saw it happen. You saw an 8-foot wave come across the road and hit my car.
Yeah.
And that was with a hurricane that was 1,500 miles away from us.
Look at this shit just across the whole continental U.S. right there. Taking the hurricane aside, that's just
Yeah, but see the pressure system moving up the coast. There's a high pressure system coming down as
Yeah,
well.
the cold. Yeah.
Yeah. So the cold front's coming down, but it's kind of stalling right there. See how it hasn't moved much,
yeah.
and that's what's going to drive it up the coast or push it away from us. So we don't want it to stall. We want it to keep coming.
Yeah.
You know where?
Keep,
You know where I want this hurricane? On the East Coast.
Hey, I have family there.
we all do. We were what we were listening
Well, I
to
have-
the Bone Radio, and this
we
guy
have-
calls in and asks Drew Garabo. He's like, "All right, so given the choice, would you have the hurricane hit Houston again or plow right through us?" And Drew's just sitting there. He's like, "Are you really going to make me answer this question?" He goes, "I'm going to sound like an ass, but what do you think I'm going to say? I don't want it to hit me. Houston's already destroyed. Go ahead and take another run
Oh
there."
my god.
And I can't disagree. I got my daughter here and my house, and I'd rather this stay right where it is. So if given the choice, yeah, you can go somewhere else. I might sound like an ass, but that's the way it is.
Well, that's what the bullets are for.
Yeah. Yeah, go hit DC. Wash out all the politicians.
The only thing I'm thinking of is like everybody's telling me to go up there. If it's another Sandy situation, yes, it was nowhere near as powerful as when it hit even New Jersey, but it still broke telephone poles in half. It still caused rivers days later, after all the storm was past us and it was way above us.
To flood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Believe me, I know.
Yeah, so, and my parents live in Westfield, which is got the Farmington, it's got the Connecticut, and it's got, Housatonic's not that far, but all around them. And when those rivers go over their banks, towns die too. And there's dams there. There's lots of dams.
Dams and dams.
Damn.
Got dams?
Could you imagine Holyoke flooding? Well, it might do some good, but
The only problem with Holyoke flooding is that it's so tiered and has the canals that it can.
yeah, underneath the buildings, which is genius.
Yeah.
I wish somebody would spend some time. I wish somebody would spend some time doing a documentary on how that city was like.
That
Done.
Holyoke was the first city in our union that was engineered.
Like they brought the water into the city, but they based all the infrastructure on the water power.
They based the entire structure of the city on the factories,
Yeah, which was
which was hydropowered. Yeah.
Yeah, and they built a canal for lack of a better thing.
It's a canal, but back when electricity for the entire city was free.
Yep.
Because the hydro plants underneath the factories produce enough power to supply the city, some of Chicopee and South Hadley.
It's really it's neat stuff, and you can still find all these dead towns even north. Like if you go up into Vermont and stuff like that, there's all kinds of mill towns that are no longer because industry left. But it's neat to really, if you're into history or any type of architecture or structures or engineering, it's cool to look at.
Yeah.
It's sad to see it's gone, but at least it's still there to check out.
Oh yeah, but people stop calling us. Hi, here we are. Stop messaging us. It ain't here till Sunday.
And
Sunday.
Sneeze. Sunday.
and also people are like,
Yes.
oh, well, just leave. Yeah, it sounds so simple. First of all, there's the gas thing. There's next to no place you can get gas right now. Well,
With the exception of Neil's, because he looks closed, as you
Yeah.
pointed out before.
He
So
always
have a
looks
little
closed.
hidden haven.
right, but like last night, I didn't find fuel. Well, I found fuel when I left here. They only had 93 up the road, and they were just running out as I was filling up. Then I went to David's. I went up to chill out there. We were told that there was a 7-Eleven there that had gas. So I was going to put a few more gallons in just to keep it full. It was gone by the time we got there. And the only station that had anything in my trip from Winter Garden to here, Windermere to here, was the Shell station across the street from his shop on 535.
The Shell or the 7-Eleven?
The Shell.
Oh, Roth.
That's
yeah.
where I got gas last night.
We're
Yeah,
still
that
in
was the
Florida
only
because it's
place.
so pretty here. I just want to fly in the wind.
And also they're like, oh, just pack up everybody and leave. It's like they have families too. It's like I don't want to just bounce on my friends. I might be able to help them if some shit goes down.
on the leaving thing too. So we went to David's shop today so I can replenish my e-juice. And there's so many people heading out of Florida. It's near impossible to get out of this fucking state at this
Exactly.
point in time.
If we were gonna leave, we should have left yesterday.
And I'm not leaving my house. I just bought this place. If this house is going down, I'm gonna fucking watch it go down. I'm gonna sit there and go, well, you've been good to us the last 6 months. You have fun.
I just thought of something.
What?
You need to come up with some sort of like steel roof you can put over the fucking pool so you can hide under it. 'Cause at least it's lower than ground level.
That's a swimmingly good idea.
Yeah,
Oh.
but there's drowning risks. But
Yeah,
still,
well, yeah.
drain the pool a little.
Caught in the tail end of Katya. Katya's over at Mexico, isn't it? Oh no! I'm very confused.
Yeah, I think Katya
I'm
is over
confused.
at Mexico.
Yeah, Katya is in the Gulf.
Are you in Mexico?
Mexico.
You in Juarez?
Well, no, it's just, how am I prepared for this? Oh, I got some food.
You got
Gotta-
live fire.
I got live fire. I got a pool full of water. I got ammunition. And I have 3 buildings. So if my manufactured home decides to fly off the pad, I have the guest house, which is a permanent structure. Then I have the garage. And if those are gone, well, then I better just kiss my ass goodbye. Because at that point, shit, I'm going in one of those buildings. So
And you have the nice old
lady.
lady across the street.
I'm just going in the pool. If those 3 things go disappear and I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna go swimming.
You're gonna see Live Fire with a fucking blunt in his mouth, a beer in his hand, floating in the pool. Take me, bitch!
I'm gonna look.
Here's my axe. No.
I'm gonna look like Tony Montana. Look like I just ate a box of powdered donuts and fucking doing a shot.
But for the southern part, I mean, I know I should do it too, but money is an issue. What precautions should one actually take in this
if you were
instance?
well, see, I was smart. I live maybe 2 miles from the coast, so when I said, "Oh shit, yeah, we're definitely getting hit with something," and oh, by the way, there's some other stuff coming. I'm like, yeah. My apartment or my condo complex, what is hold on, I can't read that yet. It's going to throw me out. But my apartment complex is kind of set lower, and it's really close to the coast. So, and it floods when we get heavy rain. Not like floods into my building, but floods into the walkways and outside in my fucking patio and shit like that will go underwater, but my doors are really nice. If we had some shit that was going to come down, like typhoon for like the 4-day tropical thing that came through and then decided to become a tropical storm and move up the east coast, yeah, that thing hung out in Sarasota for like 4 days and dumped rain, and I didn't go underwater then, but it was close, and I almost buried my car a few times in the city. So that city's designed to flood quick but drain quick too, so it's all kind of pitched toward the ocean. So, but I don't know. I got out. Get out if you're close. If you're waterfront, I would get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I believe there is an evacuation order in place
Yeah.
for
And-
that.
One thing I love about all this, I'm going to say this now. No tolls right now.
Yes, I love it. And it happened right as me and Chris were getting on the highway. We watched it switch over because it was about like around close to 5 o'clock, and they killed the tolls at 5 o'clock, but Kevin missed it.
Also, another great little thing about this right now, since we're in a state of emergency, concealed carry
Well, we can open carry.
or open carry. Yeah.
No, I was
No,
reading
no,
the law on
it's
that it's still
concealed.
concealed only.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Without
it
an-
used
with-
to be open carry.
Without an LTC.
Right. But we can pretty much fucking carry anytime we want anyway. But I mean, there's so many loopholes. But
Loopholes.
but
Those are Steven's favorite holes.
if you are going to and from the gun range, if you're going to and from the gun store, hunting, fishing, camping, stuff like that, you're allowed to carry. You better have evidence of these if you're claiming that. So keep targets and ear protection and shit like that in your car. But
No,
Yeah.
officer, I was hunting. Then why the fuck are you in Toys R Us?
Oh,
I just came back from the range. Look,
and by the way, Sandman just reminded me that loopholes are a little different than the holes you put in Home Invaders.
yes, this is true.
Yeah, the hurricane hasn't even started yet, and we already had someone try to come through my door twice. And our friend David, someone tried breaking into his house already.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I don't know if that was related to the storm, but
Well, I don't know, but if it is, yeah, there'll be lots of holes in you if you try to come to my house uninvited.
Yeah, and there'll be small little round ones and long ones like this, really thin.
battle axe.
Battle axe.
But
Florida is not a constitutional carry state.
I don't mean like that. I mean like if you're a resident, you can carry in your car if you have the correct holster.
Castle doctrine.
Yeah, stuff like that. And as you know, in Massachusetts, if we don't have any, if we don't have paper saying that we're allowed to carry this with us, ooh, very, very bad.
Well, it's funny because before I came down here, I owned more guns in Massachusetts without
Yeah,
a
I
license
know.
than I did down here without.
But like for instance, I can get mine concealed. I did the class. I have all the paperwork. I just gotta file it. I've just been lazy.
We have to get ours.
But
Yeah.
but I realistically, as long as it's in my car and I have it close to me, that's most of the time that you're gonna need to protect yourself. I guess. I mean, you're not realistically. You're not gonna go. I hope you're not stupid enough to try and play cowboy. Somebody's robbing a bank. You're gonna go to your car, run and grab. You're gonna go run back into the bank. But
That
Fuck
doesn't
that.
follow you away from your car.
yeah, right.
Actually, you know that's
If you
true.
go into private structures like David's or something like that, if you like, there's.
Yeah, it's odd.
And if you wanted to go in the bank and you can't take it out of your car, drive your car into the bank. Hey, sure, I was in my vehicle.
What I like about Florida, though, is that as long as it's okay with it, businesses are considered like private properties, I guess. Like they aren't mass, and so I'm allowed not vape and brew so much because Ma did allow it, but not as much because they sell alcohol. But at David's shop, I can bring a 12-pack and I can drink it there as long as he's okay with it. In Massachusetts, that is not okay. Not even close. I can't bring booze into someone's store and just sit there and drink it. That is not allowed on any level.
No.
Well, there are a few places that if they don't have a liquor license, they can get a BYOB license.
but-
I've worked in several restaurants that have had that.
Yeah,
Bring your
that's,
own
that's a
boobs.
little different.
On
Yeah,
a
but
side topic,
that's provisions.
I can tell you exactly. I'm looking at the analytics on the stream quality, and I can tell you exactly which one Bonnie's is.
The one down in the bottom.
This pink one right here.
Like 2 megabits per second.
This one.
Yeah, the one
not-
down in the 0.
Yeah, the non-existent pink line here.
But actually, I'm gonna bounce out for a little bit. I'm gonna try to come right back as fast as possible. Sorry, I have to leave early. I kind of made it. I didn't expect plans to be made as the show was going live, but
Yeah, we're just kicking on here, basically just to go over some stuff. And like when you move out now, if our beer fairy wants to sit in Joe's seat,
Yeah, oh yeah,
join us
feel
for
free.
memes and stories.
Yeah, come on through. But if
I think the beer fairy needs some daffodils.
text me if you want me to call in or whatever.
Yes, sir. So, on that note, for KBT, go Beaver!
Ballhead.
Balls.
It is now safe for Joe to leave the podcast.
I hope I'll be back. Wish me luck, people.
Have fun, KBT.
Have a seat. You can have a seat, dude.
Shauna says bye, Joe.
Bye, Shauna.
Bye, Shauna.
All right, so this is the man now dubbed as Beer Fairy because Shauna is not here. What is going on?
Can you hear
Hey,
me?
Sandman.
Yeah, you just gotta get. You gotta get.
Face
Gotta make
fucking-
love to the mic.
There you go. So
Love that mic.
we are gonna move
Love it, love it,
on
love it.
to this screen right here. And the one thing I don't have in here is the chat feed. So actually, let me throw that up on the screen real quick. YouTube live chat viewer. Let's plug in the feed ID, which is not working, so I'll have to pull it from here.
Oh, pull it from here, big boy.
Oh, baby.
Just pull it in. Push it out.
Because we want you guys to be involved. So there we go, chat. There is our freaking chat. So
Can you actually fucking read that?
I'm gonna make it so we can in a moment.
Un momento, por favor.
Momento. There we go.
Ah.
All right, so
Put it in her butt, KBT.
all right, so we're gonna
why.
we're gonna start the meme segment with this guy right here, Hurricane to-do list.
This kind of melds together at some point.
Yes.
One grab beer, 2 run.
So, rest of the world, watch the Weather Channel. Pack an
evacuation kit.
When you guys started talking, you threw me off. Buy batteries, because you'll need a lot of power.
Buy water.
Watch the Weather Channel some more.
Oh, I'm up. Prepare the generator.
And board up the windows.
In
And
Florida,
now, Florida! Buy as much alcohol as possible.
plan a hurricane party.
Pray it hits on a worker school day.
Buy more alcohol.
Make jokes about hurricane name.
Make a theme playlist. Rock it like a hurricane.
Freak out when it's actually terrifying.
Oh, baby. All right, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen that one. This one, by far, is my favorite.
Yes.
I love that one.
I think,
Love
you know,
that
if we
one.
want it to pass by us, it's going to cost us about $3.50.
Oh, go ahead, Laughfire. Do it in the voice.
Ermagerd, it's a hurricane reporter.
I do love hurricane season because there's some. I just love the shit that pops up. What's this? I love this one.
Oh,
good too.
yes.
Go ahead, Steven.
Texas. We just had the worst hurricane in recorded history. Florida. Hold my beer.
Oh my God, I
I'm
love.
the beer fairy. I just grab the beer. I don't drink the beer.
This one got kind of played out with the last hurricanes, but
Yeah.
it's still fucking good.
Yeah. When you don't trust your man, so you follow him to work, hurricane memes are taking the internet by storm.
I like
I
this
love
one
this
too.
one. Yeah.
Florida are looking at Irma, be like,
Oh, actually,
I can
that's
do
the point
that.
where I go, give me more rum.
I can do this.
My second favorite, Captain Jack.
Yes. Go ahead, live fire.
I could give a fuck about Irma, but I ain't gonna let this nigga slide.
Shit. What else we got in the memes? Jose? Trump definitely not letting that one in America. Shit, son. That was not as funny as the last one. But still good. Still good.
But wait, there's more.
Didn't he die of cocaine overdose?
I don't know what the fuck he died from. I just
Dur-
remember
during
the
a hurricane.
Did
I just remember the fucking South Park episode. Sharknado 7. Irma strikes. Florida will get a whole lot more interesting when sharks and old people start flying around.
Oh.
And your kids died too.
Oh, wait, what?
Shit. I gotta redo that one. Hold on.
This one,
Oh my god, do I actually have to hit play again?
This moves 20 miles to the west, and you and everyone you know are dead. All of you.
this
Because you can't survive it. It's not possible unless you're very, very lucky. And your kids died too.
that actually
love that
wasn't
one.
from Irma, but
No, that was from like 10 years ago,
Yeah,
but it's
this-
still hilarious.
Well, it's still the same strength going in, but clearly it's not. I walked into that one.
he actually backed up into that one.
Yeah, he did.
I love this one. When you defeat the final boss, but it has a second stage. I'll say no home.
Oh, let's go back to the screen real quick. So we're gonna actually give this over to the angry Elvis, and he's gonna talk about how much he loves his new baby. So what do you got there, angry Elvis?
Still haven't had much time to play with it.
So this phone officially releases on what, Friday?
Officially releases on the 15th.
On the 15th. So.
And that's
15.
9
Oh, wow.
days from now.
Yeah, 9
And-
fucking days.
I have T-Mobile as a carrier, and it wasn't slated to be shipped out until the 13th.
Mine will be here tomorrow.
I was just going to say.
But what so far with the few hours you've used it, what do you like about that phone so far?
Well, considering I
in his
hadn't had a
pocket.
Note before,
Is that really your first note?
it is.
Oh,
I was gonna get the 7, and then all that bullshit happened.
I love
Congratulations.
But I'm fucking loving the stylus. The camera is fucking phenomenal, and I see why this screen was rated the fucking best. I mean,
Doesn't it have an ultra zoom on it too?
Yeah.
As a
So you can
It's
take a
got
dick
the-
pic.
no, it only
shit!
it only
Ouch.
it only has a 2x optical zoom.
nice.
Oh, dude, that's on fire right there, dude.
Yes, that was fucking awesome. I'll admit.
I just wish I wish
Ross,
that was
since you're-
true.
hold
If
on.
it had a 58 times digital zoom on top of the 2 times
times
optical,
optical zoom,
that's
yeah.
still not enough.
Hold on a second,
true.
guys. Hold on. Ross, since you're new to Samsung, a Note is basically they call it a phablet. It's a
Big
it's
ass
a,
phone.
It's half tablet, half phone.
I thought it was just a
tablets.
fabulous tablet.
But no, it's a really nice thing for people who do a lot of multitasking and everything like that.
And even if you don't,
Yeah, like jerking off in one hand, thumb up the ass in the other.
the camera
It
on
doesn't
it,
have voice commands.
the camera on it, the screen on it, it's just an awesome device. So
Yeah.
there's no phone that has beaten a Note yet. It's just it doesn't happen.
Elvis needs to call 911 to go to the burn unit.
You want to dial that on your S Pen or no?
This
Oh,
is
you
this is a Note.
Yeah, you can create GIFs and live memos to send right away.
Yeah.
No, that thing is absolutely incredible. Mine was
The
supposed to
6
be
gigs
here.
of RAM really fucking tops it.
Oh
up
yeah,
nicely.
yeah.
And
With the-
64 gigs native in the phone.
Yes.
With up to you can put up
Put-
to a terabyte.
No,
in it.
you actually with the even beyond like the Galaxy S7, you can actually hold up to a 4 terabyte card.
Yeah,
but they don't
only
make 'em. They
only
make
have
one.
up to a terabyte
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
That thing's just so fucking incredible.
It's super fucking snappy. I mean,
And for those of you who had Samsungs and didn't like them before, TouchWiz is gone.
mhm.
No more TouchWiz. It's a Samsung experience now.
Did he finally get arrested?
He did. He did. He absolutely did.
Oh my god.
He went to Jared's.
And Larry has his too. Larry, tell everyone how much you love your phone. Give us a scale from 1 to 10 what your rating on this phone is. And then I need people to vote. Should we do a bad lip reading sing-along before we end this hurricane pre-show? Let us know in the comment feed.
I say we keep running until the hurricane comes.
I don't think I can stay awake that long.
Monster.
I'm out of monsters. And I only got $11 left to like
I
Thursday.
doubt this is an official weather channel, but it says up top, you can't see it. Wet wind, fucked, and Florida is completely fucked.
Larry gives it a 20. A 20.
Hell yes.
Ross apparently wants us to stay on until the hurricane. Actually, if we do that, he'll probably end up being on the podcast.
Yeah, we just drive up here. Bring your guns.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got the rifle loaded, too. We loaded that bitch up.
Wait, isn't
yesterday.
that what happens after you're fucked?
You get cuddled?
Yeah, after I'm fucked, I like to, well, I used to go smoke a cigarette. Now I vape, have a sandwich. You know, relax a little bit. Go ahead, hold that one up. I know we passed the memes, but
Harvey Irmos.
Florida.
giggity. Ross takes a nap when he's done. But also, this one, let's click this screen. I gotta add you guys into this one too. Hold on 1 second here. I fell asleep on the couch. I didn't get to set this up fully yet. So, bam, let's bring you guys back into the show.
Yay.
Just some interesting tweets that we found. I mean, on Sunday's show and Monday's show, we're probably going to have more of this stuff, only because it's going to be closer to the event.
But come hell or high water, we will be broadcasting.
Oh, yeah, we have hot spots.
Both may be
and,
flying through the air.
and solar. And
Moo.
all right, so let me go here. And what do we got for tweets? Barbara Ann, don't be this person. Hashtag Hurricane Irma 2017.
No, she wrote Irma. Or Elrima.
I forgot my
That's a
charger.
capital I.
Oh, my bad.
I
Doesn't
forgot.
look like a capital
I forgot my fucking charger. That would be one of us.
I also saw one that said forgot the weed.
I would turn around for that too. Oh shit. What else we got? And this is the Polk County Sheriff. I love our Polk County Sheriff. And Claude Zachary tweets today, some people actually wonder why some other people hate cops. Polk County Sheriff, if you go to a shelter for Irma and you have a warrant, we will gladly escort you to the safe and secure shelter known as the Polk County Jail. If you go to a shelter for Irma, be advised, sworn LEOs will be at every shelter checking IDs. Sex offenders / predators will not be allowed.
Oh.
There's a special kind of shelter for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one's a two-potter. All right, so I had to
Oh,
to find out who this woman was.
This shit.
I'm gonna read. Actually, we're gonna kill this one. Oh, no, that one. We're gonna kill this one really quick. So, a woman named Brianna Danielle believes that the president engineered the hurricane to injure Hispanics.
Oh, yeah, I started reading this earlier.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
I found the actual post, and this is it. So let's minimize that one. Move this over. So. They say Hurricane Irma is headed for Miami. Did y'all realize 70% of Miami is Latino, Hispanic, or Cuban? 44% of the Haitian population in the U.S. resides in Miami. Miami is like Houston, in which is flourishing economically. Coincidence? Trump wants them off our land, so what better way than to flood them out? Read between the lines, people. Read between the fucking lines. Are you really that fucking dumb bitch?
Yeah, this isn't CERN.
This is not Dungeons and Dragons. This is not fucking Fantasyland. You cannot conjure up a fucking hurricane like that, you dumb bitch.
Well,
that was on me.
Well, if 4 million Chinese people fart at the same time, they could.
I'm pretty sure there is a way, but for one man to just spontaneously do it, Not gonna happen. He hasn't even fixed his fucking hair yet. How do you think he's gonna conjure up a fucking hurricane?
Yeah, you'd have to be a 23rd level sorcerer to do this.
Like, this is the shit I was looking for when I wanted to do these segments, but as I said, it's still a little early and there's not a lot of them. But this one takes the cake right here. Bitch, you fucking crazy. What is your name again? Let's see. Brianna Danielle. Danielle, if you are listening, you are a dumb twat and you should go commit suicide.
Everybody look her up on Facebook and Twitter and just bash the shit out of her. Make her a hater of this fucking show.
Oh, God, yes.
Please. We need a hater. We need at least one hater that we can bash.
And let me tell you something else, Brianna. Trump is all for the economy. Our economy is getting stronger every day. So do you think the legal Mexicans and Haitians and all these other people that actually working to put money in our economy, do you think he's really going to go after them?
With their papers?
No. No, you dumb bitch. You dumb fucking liberal bitch. And this guy has been all over the news and all over social media all day. I wish the fucking comment feed on this post fit on the goddamn screen. If it's any consolation, Hurricane Irma might fuck up Trump's Caribbean mansion. And people are going ape shit because they have families that are going to die and loved ones that are probably going to die because of this storm. And you're sitting here hoping that this man's fucking Caribbean mansion gets destroyed? You, sir, are a dumb fuck.
You earn dipshit of the week.
Yes. No.
So far.
No, the last one gets
no,
dipshit of the
Brianna.
week.
No, she gets fuckface of the week.
Dumb cunt of the week.
Dumb
She
cunt,
gets the
okay,
dumb
dumb
cunt.
cunt. Yeah, we're going to have to come up with these awards.
Yes, we are. We are. I mean, and then
can have an award
123 retweets on this. What?
Every week an award show.
An award show.
Kind of like the farewell to the dead on Talking
Yeah,
Dead.
yeah.
That would be good.
That's awesome.
But this death and taxes, whoever the fuck you are,
Yo, is that on Twitter or what is that?
this is on Twitter.
Yo, let's find that motherfucker.
Yeah, find death and taxes. Let's blow this motherfucker up. So everyone do the same thing. Go search out at death and taxes and let's shit all over this asshole. Let's make him hate us too. Oh,
After the show.
I do have all right.
I'm doing that shit now.
I love all you guys. I love our fans, and I love this show. There is one thing that I'm very disappointed about, and we were talking about this yesterday. We have no fucking haters. We have no one to shit on, because everyone likes this shit. Can we have at least one person on here that we can just shit all over because they're a fucking little hater bitch, little internet tough guy? We have none of those.
Got him.
So help us get these fucking people over to our show so we can
Dress
shit
up.
on them publicly. Yes, dress
this
up
is
and have
me
an award
dressed
show.
up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I found him.
Did you now?
Oh, yeah, that was too easy.
But we need to find this bitch right here.
Yeah, I'm going to follow him just for the hell of it, too. This way we get all of his shit.
Dumb fucking people. I cannot wait. Yes, you're a dirty cunt. You dirty cunt. No, I'm just kidding. Ross, we know you love us, so it kind of doesn't work like that.
Ginger's opinions don't count.
Yeah.
No. Seriously though, like I expected the content of our show and how racist and bad we can get. We have no haters. What the fuck? Come on, share this shit. Let's get some. Ross, you can't be our hater though. You can't. I think you've slept with everyone here, but the beer fairy.
I ain't into that game.
Master Crispex, come on down. You're the next contestant on the Hurricane pre-show.
Oh, that's the shadow I see.
Master Crispex, here's your microphone. Why don't you tell everyone what's going on?
Honestly, been hard at work with a new project for the whole channel itself, my own.
Which we'll be announcing on Sunday's Studio One podcast.
Things are in the oven right now, so just gonna finish them cooking up and then gonna shovel them out, you know.
Have you been burgling fuck a bitch? Is that why they're in the oven right now?
No, you sick freak.
Hey,
Juicy
I'm over
Dad's
here.
preferred GIF.
No, you look like a Tony Soprano wannabe.
So what are your thoughts on this hurricane so far right now?
How can I put this? Just gotta keep an eye on it because, in all actuality,
Sorry.
yes, that was a hurricane pun. Let's just hope not to die and hope that our equipment doesn't get trashed and,
I think we'll be good. If not, we're gonna go out with a bang.
Oh yeah.
Oh, are we having an orgy?
500 bangs to be exact, not including your fireworks.
no. Alan, Steven, no means no.
50 no's and a yes still counts as yes.
No means no until you add a roofie.
Oh. Don't forget the Kodak film and the Jello pudding.
So on our normal show on Sunday, we're gonna have Master Crispix on the show, and he's gonna talk about his new endeavor on YouTube. I cannot fucking wait. We've screened some of his early works. It's good. Actually, Angry Elvis and I are waiting for what he just did because we want to see the continuation of this project. I can't
Yes.
wait to see it tonight.
It's fucking awesome,
If
guys.
you want to pull up a chair, I have another mic right here.
Oh,
you
I'm
can join us.
hard at work out there.
Oh, he's
hard.
look
You don't
at
look
the
hard.
in the thick forearm.
Look at the size of my
Where's,
right
where's
forearm.
KBT?
He had to duck out. He had to duck out.
Oh.
He's got some hurricane burgling to do.
Oh, that's the most important burger. That might be the last burger.
Have a hard time missing that hole.
All right, so I'm winding down. I mean, let's look at these maps one more time, people.
It's not the future.
There's no lyrics on that one. That was my least favorite
Yeah, me
one.
too.
It's like out of all of them, it's my least favorite. We could maybe we'll do it.
Eh.
But look at this shit, people. Remember, this is just the eye. If you are in southern Florida, get the fuck out. Get out. Get out. This is no joke right here.
Or getting really tall buildings.
I wouldn't even trust that, especially down in Miami.
Well,
no,
180
9/11
mile
played
an hour
out.
winds. I'm not standing in a tall fucking building.
those buildings were designed to take that kind of brunt force.
The Miami's getting the Category 5/Category 4 winds. There
4.5.
ain't nothing that can
4.5.
fucking.
The structure.
You're growing.
The structures will stand.
Hopefully.
The
Fingers crossed. I hope they do.
And I'm not talking about like houses. I'm talking about buildings.
Yeah.
Steel framed, rebar reinforced buildings.
You guys with kids and families that could just get out now. Get out.
Get the safety.
Get out. Get safe. Protect your kids. And for those of you up north,
Leave grandma so you get the will.
we will not answer your text messages, emails, Facebook messages, or phone calls if you're going to ask if we're still alive. We will not be taking those calls until Monday morning
Or Tuesday.
or Tuesday, depending.
If we're still alive.
I mean, look in the top corner here. Look at that. Look at that fucking. That's. Aside
Actually,
from the
blow
destructive,
that image up. real
I
quick.
try to. It's
Well-
not letting me go full screen unless we have it down here. Hold on. Let's. I'm not used to the web browser on this piece of equipment. So let's go home. It's
I
the
wanna go home.
this one, right?
Yeah.
Look at this shit.
So blowing up.
Now,
so if the eye is 30 miles.
The whole fucking thing's about the size of Florida.
Yeah.
Not even kidding.
Yeah.
it is. But taking aside the destructive, fucking nasty nature of this, it is fucking beautiful. For an
Pretty,
active.
pretty.
Aside from the destruction and everything, back in 04, that was one of the most beautiful fucking things I've seen in my life.
Yeah, I mean,
Watching Mother Nature just rain down and fucking whip by and
it is amazing what this planet can do. I mean, right now, if Earth wanted us gone, there's nothing that's
Bye-bye.
going to stop it. We're fucked if that ever happens. Oh, man. But, yeah, stay safe, people. Remember, don't, yes, Ross, I'm still alive. I think.
Well,
No, my heart stopped. I'm
Ross is the
done.
only one like really talking.
No, Larry's right
Yeah,
there.
I made
Yeah,
one
Larry's
comment
there.
out of the last 50.
well, Ross does comment a lot. Yeah, I love it.
And yeah, Ross, if you guys want to come up here, you're more than welcome. I'm gonna be home the rest of the week, so we're gonna push this button right here because I just feel like doing it.
Yay!
There we go, and let's pick something here. Let's take a look.
We saw that eye of Irma's hurricane. They ripped the roof right off our house.
I kind of want to do it.
Seagulls?
Ooh, we haven't done that one in a while.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a minute.
All right, so here we go. Seagulls, stop it now. Oh.
Irma, stop it now.
Irma, stop it now.
Penny for your thoughts. I hate Brenda, and a bad guy hit me in the shin, and I peed all in my pants. Nothing a little music can't help. Rockin', rockin' and rollin'. Down to the beach I'm strolling. But the seagulls poking my head, not fun. I said, seagulls, stop it now. Everyone told me not to stroll on that beach. Said seagulls gotta come, tear it down, color it up. And they did. And they did. And me going like, nothing I could do but yell when these birds attacked me. When I tried to run, I fell, and then these kids start laughing. And then got hit in the neck with a hacky sack. Where'd it come from? Now run, 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 jump. I can be a backpack while you run. Run, 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 jump, and stop. Put me down. I love to groove and boogie. Yeah. Show you some dance moves. No, I don't want you to. If I had your giant feet out there on the beach, could have outrun those birds. You're a psycho wiener. Let me grab my beater.
Stop it, please.
Come on, man, quit that banging. Hey, what's that stank? You put a fish in our basket. Oh, yeah, I forgot I did that. You owe me an apology. Just hold your breath and see when the time is right. Birds will bite your face. Now run, 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 jump. I can be a backpack while you run. Swing from a hairy vine. I can be a backpack while you climb. Stand on one hand and live. Rocks is with your special gifts. Run, 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 jump, and freeze. One day I was walking and I found this big log. Then I rolled the log over and underneath was a tiny little stick. And I was like,
That hurricane had a child, Jose.
someday when you are older, you could get hit by a boulder. While you're lying there screaming, come help me please. The seagulls, hold your knees. Stop it now.
Bushes of love.
Whatever, you're sort of pitchy.
Anybody out there, Bushes of love?
Yeah, Bushes of Love. Leave it up to you. Last part of the hurricane pre-show. We pretty much talked about our safety tips, went over some memes and all that. So it's up to you guys if you guys want to hear Bushes of Love. 49 times. We fought that beast. Anyone? I keep forgetting there's a lag, so when I actually physically ask the question, there's still at least a minute to 2 minutes before we get a response.
We've got
49 times we sang this song.
That's okay. That's okay.
This is actually, I think that Bushes of Love is actually our best song.
Do it. All right. Tommy says do it.
Anybody else?
But no, fuck it. We have the one. That's all I require.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. Bang, bang, bang.
See, you can tell when the lag is because they probably just heard the question and now are answering. But from our perspective, I asked the question 2 minutes ago. The lag is enormous right now, but here we go. Bushes of love. Hurricanes of love.
I actually think I know this one.
I love this fucking song. I could do this every day. I love this song.
Hey, how'd my father die?
49 times we fought that beast, your old man and me. Had a chicken head with duck feet and a woman's face too.
Oh, that's rad.
It was waiting in the bushes for us, and it ripped off your dad's face. He was screaming something awful. In fact, there was this huge mess. We had to change the floors. The floors? You see, his blood had drained into the boards, and I had to change them. But we all got a chicken duck woman thing waiting for us. Every day I worry all day. I was waiting in the bushes of love. 'Cause something's waiting in the bushes for us. Something's waiting in the bushes of love. Every day I worry all day. About what's waiting in the bushes of love. 'Cause something's waiting in the bushes for us. Something's waiting in the bushes of love. Yo, never knew my daddy didn't care about me. Dead horizon is all my macro binoculars see. Moisture farming all my life and not a drop spilled. My aunt and uncle double sons, I'm sick of blue milk. My aunt and uncle double sons, I'm sick of blue milk. But then a desert homie came and told me we all got a chicken duck woman thing waiting for us. Every day I worry all day about what's waiting in the bushes of love. Something's waiting in the bushes for us. Yes, something's waiting in the bushes of love. Every day I worry all day about what's waiting in the bushes of love. Something's waiting in the bushes for us. Something's waiting in the bushes of love. Hold me when I open like a flower. Hold me right. I ain't had to beg for a girl in a long time. A long time. I think my cooking's awesome. I've got her picture in my photo wagon. I can keep it poppin'. And she probably loves the honky tonk. Probably loves the honky tonk. That's what I said. Waiting for us. I used to ride across the desert, you know. I used to glide on my speeder and pray that I don't find what I don't wanna find. Waiting for me round the corner, oh no, no, waiting for us. I used to ride across the desert, you know. I used to glide on my speeder and pray that I don't find it anymore. Crispy bodies by the door. 49 times. Yeah, it was 49 times. Now I might be waiting for you. Could be hiding behind that scrap pile.
That's just my ex.
I know you really want someone to hold you, but we all got a chicken duck woman thing waiting for us. Every day I worry all day about what's waiting in the bushes of love. Something's waiting in the bushes for us. Yes, something's waiting in the bushes of love. Every day I worry all day about what's waiting in the bushes of love. Something's waiting in the bushes for us. Yes, something's waiting in the bushes of love. I used to ride. Every day I worry all day. I used to ride. I was waiting in the bushes of love. Something's waiting in the bushes for us. Something's waiting in the bushes of love. Every day I worry all day about what's waiting in the bushes of love. Something's waiting in the bushes for us. Something's waiting in the bushes of love. I used to ride across the desert, you know. I used to
Girl kept kissing me over and over.
There's something I gotta tell you about her. Just remind me
waiting for me
later.
round the corner on the nose. Waiting for us. I used to ride across the desert, you know. I used to ride on my speeder and pray that I don't find what I don't want to find. Waiting for me round the corner on the nose.
Jar Jar do.
And fuck it, we're just gonna go all in today. We're going all in. Some Carl Pop. Oh my God!
This is Walking
Dead season 8.
I hate that freaking turtle.
His name's
Oh, that's
Anthony.
the
Why
wrong
am I
one.
just doing
Fucking bitch.
There's no birthday cake for you.
That was still good.
Oh,
I cannot wait for The Walking Dead. Ah, I just got all excited and stuff. Steve, put that away.
Too quiet.
How'd you see that?
It's a microscope.
X-ray vision, bitch.
Magnifying vision.
Coming at you on the hot power 96.9 The Jam.
Beat. We haven't done this in a while.
I clutch.
I heard the gingerbread boy, cause he's pretend bread boy. Little cookie man never waved to me, so he got knocked out because I flow. The chicken jar jar dude, dirty dirty dirt. Man, I just flow, shoot shine. No one wanted your stinking tiara, cause no one wanted your falling chair. Talk about the cool kids who take archery. You're a shrinky dink. You get a funeral if you don't wise up and call me Carl Papa. The chicken jar jar dude, dirty dirty dirt. I threw a brick in the air. It doesn't matter cause a brick is just a brick. Dark days, darker nights. I found my way down the hall without a light because I flow. The chicken jar jar dude, dirty dirty dirt. This whole thing where random dead people try to kill us gotta go. Keep walking, walking my way. If they're talking, can't tell what they say. They keep falling over stuff in their way. Dead dudes walking can ruin your day. The chicken jar jar dude, dirty dirty dirt. Now all the walkers sing.
I wish Andy was here for this next part.
Yeah, I just like to dance. Cell block wisdom. French braid tabletop. If you mess with Carl Papa, I'm coming at you like 1, 2. Walkers in the back of the club. Guessing it's a club where everyone dies. They try to dance to the music that doesn't play, cause they don't got no electricity. All we got is bones, bones, bones. Piles of bones, 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 bones. You can try to stick to me, hit you with a femur, with another femur that is laying on the ground. Yeah, wordsmith. Hama-lama, shama-lama, hama-lama, son, had to cut my baby sister out my mama. They keep walking, walking my way. If they're talking, can't tell what they say. They keep falling,
Oh, Ross.
with stuff in their way. Dead dudes walking,
Ross is all way.
walking my way. If they're talking, can't tell what they say.
Yeah.
Always
my
remind
goodness.
me we need to do fucking Bone Thugs.
You
One of these
really
days.
want to do Bone Thugs?
One of these
I can
days.
do Bone Thugs. I've been listening to fucking Bone forever. But not today.
Yeah,
This
not
is-
today.
The fact that we even did a sing-along right now is just incredible.
A few of
'cause
them.
This is supposed to be about the hurricane. We already
Well,
covered everything.
Well, there would be dead dudes walking. You know, flying anyway.
flying
can ruin your day.
So let's do Blown Away.
All right, so I am going to push a button.
Uh-oh.
I like pushing the buttons.
Oh.
I'll take the place of KVT today. Oh no, I feel it. Oh. Woo. Woo. Yeah, you feel that, Lifeheart?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you have just listened to the Hurricane pre-show version of the Studio One podcast. I have hurt ears now by May Cortez.
Live fire.
Angry Elvis.
And the Sandman.
The Sandman. And we may be on tomorrow night to talk more Hurricane. I haven't decided yet, but if not, we will be on Sunday and Monday at 9:30 p.m. So in closing,
Go Pepe!
Bald head.
Balls.
It is now safe to end your live stream.